Good afternoon, Mr. Douglas. Today, we're going to be presenting our business assignment. My name is Brian Lau, the group leader of this group, alongside with members Ivanka Lin and Maria Medisha. So first of all, our business name, we've decided to go with Alicia's Toys for specific reason. Alicia's Toys is a children's toy selling industry, which we produce and sell toys for children between age 2 to 11. Our home country is Australia, and us, the owners, alongside with the shareholders, have decided to expand to the US for the various of reasons. So, first of all, the United States is the highest populated country in the world in 2019, with 73 million children, 48 million of them being aged 2 to 11. This is obviously good for our business because there will be a lot of children who will be demanding for our toys, which can lead to more sales in our business, which means more profits. Secondly, the United States is ranked fifth highest income earning country in the world, which averaging around 62,850 per year. This is also good because it shows that the people in the United States have a lot of money to spend, which they can spend on our goods, of course. And the final reason is that the United States has one of the strongest markets in the world to offer foreign businesses for us. This is Having a strong market in the US is good for us because it gives us a platform to expand our business globally. Right now, Ivanka Lin will talk to you about the political, legal factors, and social and cultural factors.
Political and legal factors. The two main political factors are the stability of a foreign government and the relationship of the foreign government with the Australian government. An unstable government or an environment of political conflict will increase the risk faced by international marketers. For example, countries that are politically unstable are Syria, Yemen, and Somalia. Since the US is one of the most stable countries in the world, it only gives us more confidence in expanding there. A good relationship between countries is highly important for expanding businesses operations worldwide. With the US and Australia maintaining a good and strong relationship with its shared democratic values and common interests, there will not be any issues with the business expansion. For legal factors are external factors which refers to how the law affects the way businesses operate. Legal factors decide whether or not there will be a business behind selling products that might to consumers. Being a children's toy producing company, we are greatly exposed to liabilities. For example, difference in contract laws, product safety and labeling laws, and product liability laws and warranties. Social and cultural factors. In international businesses, social and cultural factors should always be considered as societal and cultural changes will impact businesses based on the target audience attitudes and mood shifts. Social and cultural factors include language, religion, and the level of education. As society and cultures change, it's our responsibility as business owners to adapt and stay ahead of our competitors to remain relevant in this industry. For example, creating different themes of toys for each holiday. Other than that, producing toys that focuses on increasing the physical activity for children whose parents are concerned about their physical health and in this modern society. Back to Brian.
Now I'm going to be explaining about economic factors. There are four main types of economic factors. This includes interest rates, inflation, discretionary spending, and unemployment rates. The main economic factor in our business we looked at is discretionary spending. As you can see from the graph shows us Massachusetts per capita personal income, which is only rising from 2015 to 2019. This is very good for our business because this gives us a higher chance of succeeding as more consumers are spending more than income on our goods after paying for life essentials. The second main factor, economic factor that our business looked at is unemployment rate. From the graph, we can see that in 2020, the United States unemployment rate has reached an all-time high at 13.3% at May 20th. As a business, high unemployment rate, we can take advantage of this as we can have cheaper labor, which then reduces our cost of production in production, which can also maximize our business's profits. Next up, the last one in the PES scan is technological factors. The main types of technological factors involve innovation, research and development, and technological advancement. So for our business, the main technological factor we looked at was technological advancements. As you can see from the graph, technology is only growing and is getting better and better every year. While United States being the 5th most technologically advanced country in the world, this is very beneficial to our business as the United States will have good machinery and equipment to allow us to increase productivity and efficiency in our products, which can also improve the safety of our goods, as we are a company who is mainly targeting children. Next, now I'll let Maria Medisha talk about her fantastic business plan.
Alright, so I'll be talking about importance of a business plan. There are many importances of a single business plan, and we'll only be talking about 3 of them. One of it is a business plan helps increase capital for the business. It shows potential investors or lenders what the business is actually about, and it gives a descriptive written document that will ensure the financial lenders the likelihood of the success of the business, which will make them more confident to lend money. Another importance is that it helps the owners identify the weakness of the business. Having a business plan will allow the owner and the shareholders to know where the business will be in the future. It also helps to focus on the weaker points of the business and allow them to concentrate on it more. The last point is that the business plan allows to communicate the ideas with shareholders. It allows the owners and shareholders to discuss about new plans, or it also allows for suppliers or also to attract potential customers. So we have 2 business plans. The first one, the name of the business is Alicia's Toys, and the business consists of 1 owner and 2 shareholders. The business sells toys for kids aged 2 to 12 years. The business currently has 11 employees, including 3 managers. The employees are delegated to different areas of the business, for example, production, packaging, and marketing. We have done primary research where a group of our employees went to children playgrounds and took surveys from them and their parents. This helped us identify what they really want. The market size for this product consists of a huge population of young children. Our main competitors are the other businesses that sell similar toys. This may become a threat to us as having lower sales would cause poor cash flow. The objective of the business is that we hope to achieve good sales within the first year, and we're confident that this would be possible since the population of people that would buy children's toys is very big. The financial forecast, the cost of raw materials is 10,000 Australian dollars. Since the market size is big, we have made an assumption that the cash made would exceed sales than its costs, meaning in the first year itself, the business will be making profit. Cash inflow will outweigh the cash outflow, and we are positive that the business will be a success because of our unique production of children's toys. The second business plan is basically a backup plan if in case the first plan fails. So as mentioned before, there is 1 owner and 2 shareholders. It is an industry that sells toys to little kids. And there are 3 managers who are delegated into 3 different areas of the business. We have still done primary research because that was the best way we could find out what children actually really want. And the market size is, it consists of a huge population of young children who are our main competitors. No, the businesses are the main competitors. The business objective is to achieve good sales within the first year. If the business fails to do so, we are planning on taking financial aid from either one of our shareholders or stakeholders. The financial forecast still includes having 10,000 Australian dollars as our raw material. Since the market size is big, we have made an assumption that the cash made from sales would exceed than its costs. Although this may not be true since the market is unpredictable and there are many businesses out there that sells the same type of products. Though our aim is to be positive and hope that our business is a success in the first shot itself. Why is this plan likely to work? Might not work, but still. The plan is likely to work because it helps us deal with critical decisions. And importance of a business plan is that they help business owners to make better decisions. So in conclusion, Alicia's Toys is a children's toy selling industry with 1 owner and 3 stakeholders. We produce and sell toys for children aged 2 to 12. We have done primary research for market research by surveys. The business's home country is Australia, and the owners, along with the stakeholders, decided to expand the business to USA as its host country. That will be it, and thank you.